Hello, welcome to the Disability and Dyslexia Service at the University of Worcester. Our team is based in First Point. We're here to help you. We're a friendly team consisting of 5 disability advisors, 1 full-time and 4 part-time, and we also have our support workers and specialist academic support workers and our admin staff. 14% of our students have a disability. This includes students with physical disabilities, medical conditions, mental health conditions and specific learning difficulties such as dyslexia and dyspraxia. So, who are we and what do we do? The Disability and Dyslexia Service, DDS, offers advice on any disability. This is based on your individual needs and it's tailored to you. We look at your evidence, we discuss what support you might need, and then we see how we can agree that support and put that in place. We also offer specialist support. That is normally a specialist academic support tutor who can offer one-to-one academic sessions, or a specialist mentor, which is there to help you with your mental health and wellbeing support needs. We also have a specific learning difficulty diagnostic service. That is to help assess whether you might have dyslexia or dyspraxia and give guidance and a diagnosis. With consent from yourself, we can liaise with your course staff, which will enable them to understand what support you have and how they might ensure that that support is given to you. Any service that we talk to, we have to have your consent. Disability advice can be varied. We encourage students to meet with a disability advisor as early as possible to discuss their support needs. An advisor can go through what sort of support may help in lectures, exams or in a placement setting. We can help students through the process of applying for Disabled Students Allowance, which can fund additional support. We'll talk more about this later. To enable us to support you, we need to have evidence of your disability. Suitable evidence of your disability or specific learning difficulty, SPLD, is required to access support at the university and apply for additional funding. A disability advisor can check your evidence to ensure it meets higher education requirements. You can have an existing SPLD report. This has to be a full report by a qualified assessor with a practicing certificate or an educational psychologist. It is important to note that Form 8 access arrangement documents, which you may have had at school or college for exam support, are not acceptable evidence at university level. The university offers in-house SPLD assessment process if your evidence is not suitable, as discussed earlier. We will also accept medical letters that confirm your diagnosed condition, that state how your condition affects you on a daily basis and state that the condition is long-term. We meet your needs in a variety of ways. Mainly it is through reasonable adjustments that are made by the university, assistive technology or personalised support, which some of it is funded through Disabled Students Allowance. This can be met in a variety of ways. Reasonable adjustments can be in-class support. There are a variety of options. Some of them are use of a laptop or a voice recorder, notes in advance, specialist equipment or furniture, or a support worker in limited cases. Some support in exams could be extra time. This can vary dependent on your need. Maybe using a PC. Could have voice recognition software. There's an option for a small group environment. In limited cases, you might need a reader or a scribe. Exam papers can be provided in alternative formats. This isn't an exhaustive list. There are many other options that can be discussed through an appointment with a disability advisor. The university has a range of assistive technology available on campus computers, which includes Dragon, which is a voice recognition software, ClaroRead, a text-to-speech software, and Inspiration, a mind mapping software. You are also able to loan a range of equipment from us, such as radio aids and specialist chairs. You may also receive some software and equipment of your own through Disabled Students Allowance funding, which we will go through later. As part of registering with the service online or by completing a paper data protection form, you can give the Disability and Dyslexia Service permission to share information about your disability and all your support needs with course staff. This means they are able to better support you. We do this by using a form called a DDS1. This is via a central electronic system called SOL. Your DDS is available to you online so you can view it at any time. If something needs changing or reviewing, you can come and see a disability advisor and we will discuss this with you. Sometimes it is useful for Disability and Dyslexia Service to meet with course staff and yourselves if there is a particular issue which needs resolving. This is often prior to the start of your course, so that any potential issues can be identified, but we can also help if something crops up when you have started. Here is a short introduction video to Disabled Students Allowance. You need to click on the PowerPoint and it will take you to a YouTube video. Please watch and then come back to the following slide. To summarise the DSA video. This is government funding for additional support needs for disabled and/or dyslexic students. It is allocated to the student, not the university, therefore it is transferable if you decide not to study here. It is administered by your funding body, for example, Student Finance England or Wales. The funding is not means tested, but based on your support needs. It is a grant, not a loan, therefore any equipment that is given to you through this funding does not need to be returned. So how do you get DSA? You can apply online or using a paper form. You need to provide medical evidence or your specific learning disability, dyslexia, dyspraxia report. If applying through Student Finance England, you will need to email or post your evidence to them separately, but they are shortly, in April 2020, introducing the facility to upload your evidence when you apply online. The evidence is usually the same evidence which you would provide the university to access support here. Once they have looked at your evidence and looked at your application form, you will receive an DSA eligibility letter. This will tell you how to attend an independent DSA needs assessment. Once you have attended the needs assessment, funding will be agreed for specific aspects of your support. Specific learning difficulty assessments. If you don't have suitable evidence of your specific learning difficulties, such as dyslexia, you can get a full diagnostic assessment report completed at the university. This takes on average 3 to 4 hours. A range of tests will be completed with you and you will be asked about your educational background. You don't have to get your assessment done at the university, but you will benefit from reimbursement of some of the costs if you become a current student here. The full cost is £270 and in the December you'll be reimbursed £220 if we can confirm you are a registered current student. After the assessment you will receive a copy of your report and be asked to attend a next steps appointment to review this outcome and discuss what happens next. There is lots of other support available at the university, such as counselling and mental health service, student wellbeing team, accommodation, the Students' Union, First Point, library service, your academic department and Access Able. Access Able gives you more information about campus accessibility and routes between campuses or from the train station, for example. There are in-depth guides available on the Access Able website and there is a link here on the PowerPoint. First Point is an excellent service. If you have any questions at all Always go to first point. If they don't know the answer, they will definitely know somebody that does. So what do you need to do now? Well, you need to speak to a disability advisor. You may already have an appointment to speak to one of us. If you haven't, that's not a problem. You can make an appointment and we can speak to you either face-to-face or over the telephone or even Skype. You don't have to wait until you are actually at the university to have a disability advisor appointment. You can actually speak to us before you attend. In fact, it's quite a good idea because then most of your support will already be in place. Complete the DDS online registration if you haven't done so already. That will enable us to contact you. Please provide medical or diagnostic evidence as previously discussed. If you haven't already, if you need adaptations to your room, please contact accommodation as soon as possible if you have not already done so. If you have personal care needs, you also need to contact your local authority to discuss support while you're at the university. Apply for DSA. Speak to your course. You might have lots of questions about how your course can help support you. So if you have got any questions, we're always here to help you. You can contact us by telephone on 01905 85 5531. You can email us disability@worc.ac.uk, or we can be contacted via first point on 01905 542551. We are available throughout the year and we don't close during the summer. We have now come to the end of the presentation. Thank you for taking the time to listen to us and to look at the PowerPoint. You can follow us on social media. We're on Facebook and we've also got a Twitter account, which is @ capital letter U, small letter O, capital letters WDDS. Thank you once again for taking the time to listen to us. We look forward to meeting you, speaking with you and supporting you. Take care from the Disability and Dyslexia Service.